Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be Saturday favorites for April 19th. So I'm going to get started. First off, my Bath & Body Works Sleep Pillow Mist. This is in Lavender Chamomile. Love this thing. I have sleep issues. I can't sleep at night. My mind just keeps going and going and going. When I spray this in like all over my pillows, actually I douse this thing all over my bedspread too, and within like 15 minutes I am so relaxed and my eyes just like close and I'm ready for bed. This does the trick. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm up to about there, and I've used quite a bit of it. It comes out in a really misty, I don't know if you guys could see that, but it comes out in a misty form, and it smells so good. They also have a lavender vanilla, which I'm not really fond of the lavender vanilla scent, so I prefer the lavender chamomile. This is about 10 bucks at Bath & Body Works. If you guys have sleeping issues, I suggest to go check this thing out. Next up is my sleep Bath & Body Works Sleep Relax Before Sleep Body Lotion. This is actually in lavender vanilla, and I don't like the scent of this because I don't know, it just has a little bit of a weird scent opposed to the lavender chamomile, but I still like the lotion because I do douse myself in the lotion as well to kind of get me doubly relaxed. Next up, my palette that I've been using this week is the same as last week. It's my Tarte Aqua Lilies palette. I have to say, I know it's limited edition, and I'm sorry guys that I'm showing you a limited edition from last year, but if I can open this, I would be able to show you guys what it looks like. That's the thing I don't like about the palette, is it's really hard to open. So that's what it looks like. It's got a full-size blush, a bronzer, a highlight, and 6 eyeshadows. I am wearing the matte shades in my crease today. So this one, and this one. And I'm wearing the highlight on my brow bone. And I switch it up with some of my other like loose eyeshadows if for some reason these 6 I don't feel like using. It is a great palette. You can get a few different looks with these, but it's not a palette I would say that you can get like tons and tons and tons of looks. What I would suggest is utilizing the blush as an eyeshadow as well, because it is quite pigmented, so you can pull it off. And you can also utilize the bronzer as a transition shade in your crease as well, if you are not satisfied with only these 2 matte shades, which is the dark chocolate brown and this like really matte milky latte color. They're very pigmented, don't get me wrong. I've swatched them in my last favorites video. And I love the bronzes, so you can see how well and they're really buttery too, easy to blend, great to work with. Love this palette. If you do have it in your collection, I do suggest you pulling it back out, because springtime is the time to start to play with a little bit more color and not get judged for it. So definitely pull this out if you still have it in your collection. It's awesome, really enjoy it. I got mine at Sephora last year. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon if you are still looking for it, but really have been loving the Tarte Aqua Lilies palette. Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the Anti-Aging formula. I don't know, everybody loves Urban Decay's Primer Potion, and don't get me wrong, I loved the original Primer Potion. You have to be careful though, because I find that this is quite oily. And I don't understand why, because it's supposed to prevent oils. So that's the consistency of it. And anti-aging is all crap to me, because I didn't notice anything different from my eyes. It's a regular It's just a regular primer. I think it's equivalent to the original primer. It's nothing different. Anti-aging wise, I don't see any difference too. Same texture, same, you know, tint, same result. But I find that this one, if you accidentally use a little too much, you get oilier lids, so you have to be careful with the amount that you use. I'm actually almost done this, and this is a sample size, believe it or not. It's a pretty decent sample size considering, because this has been taking me forever to get through. So this is the sample size version. I don't even remember how, oh, I got this in a 500 point perk from Sephora a few months ago. Yeah, no, I would say in 2013, and I'm still going through it, so these actually last quite a while. But I have been enjoying it. I mean, when you know how to put on the right amount, it does the job properly. The only thing I don't agree with is the anti-aging portion of it, because I don't really notice anything different when it comes to that. Foundation. So I have been using a BB cream majority of the week. I show the BB cream every single time, so I'm not going to include it in this week's favorites, because you guys know that I absolutely love my Garnier BB cream for oily to combination skin. So I've been using that majority of the week. When I'm not using that and I'm using a foundation, this is the foundation I've been using. This is the CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream Foundation. I am in the shade 355. I picked this up on a whim. It was on sale at Walmart for $5, and I wanted to test it out because I saw the gorgeous Julie May pick it up as well. And I was very intrigued by the consistency of this product. I'm going to be doing a full-out review on this, so kind of stay tuned for that. But I was very intimidated at first, and now that I have tried it out, it actually is pretty good. I'm wearing it today. I would say it's medium to full coverage, so your first layer is a medium coverage. Then if you want to do full coverage, you add a second layer. I only used one layer, and it managed to even out my skin tone pretty well. It doesn't hide any breakouts or blemishes. You would have to put like a hard, heavy-duty concealer, spot concealer on first, but it still is a pretty good foundation for covering up redness, discoloration, that kind of stuff. This is pretty decent, and it's not oily, which is what I like the most about it. So I'm going to be doing a full-out review on this, how long it wears, that kind of stuff, the consistency, and how it applies. So stay tuned for that, but I have been enjoying this foundation since I picked it up, and for $5, really, you can't go wrong. Blushes. I've been using two different blushes this week. They're both Milani's Baked Blushes. I have been on a Milani blush kick lately. The one I used before was Coralina. This one I've already told you guys last week about. It's the #1 in Dolce Pink. It is a very like light baby pink that's got a bit of shimmer. So I don't know if you can see that there. See that? Sorry, there's a swatch underneath it. Let me try this hand. So it's got a bit of shimmery sparkles to it, but when you apply it to your cheeks, you don't notice the sparkle. So I've been really enjoying the Dolce Pink one. It's just something to give you a light flush when you don't really want your cheeks to pop out too much, which is, I go for that majority of the week because, you know, I work in an office, all that kind of great stuff. Then the next one I'm been loving is called #10 Delicioso Pink. This is a more brighter pink color. And I just absolutely love it. I'm actually wearing it today, and you guys can't tell very much. I know the lighting sucks, but what can I tell you? I'm kind of trying to work with what I got. But here is what Delicioso Pink looks like. So bright, I know. But when you swatch, it comes off bright. When you apply, it doesn't come off as harsh, which is what I love about this. So swatching it and looking into it in the pan looks a little bit intimidating, but when you do apply it to your cheeks, you barely see a harsh application, which is good as long as you're using the right brush. So I've been really loving this week, and I think it's a great spring color, very affordable. You don't have to, you know, break the bank to get a really great spring blush. So I've been really loving this. Is the Delicioso Pink number 10 Milani Big Blush. So to apply my blush, I've been really enjoying my e.l.f. complexion brush. This bad boy is pretty fluffy and huge. Been loving this to just dab into my blush. So dab lightly, see how there's like barely any, and apply to the cheeks. So I've been really loving how the brush applies the blush, just because it gives you an airbrush effect and it doesn't leave you looking like you've got harsh lines, which is what I love about big brushes like this, because it gets rid of the harsh lines and it blends everything in so well. And it's an e.l.f. brush, so you can get this for about $3, which is really good, a really good deal, especially for someone on a budget. Okay, so lips. I have to say that I get chapped lips no matter what time of the year. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. It just happens. So I use my Lush lip scrub every so often if it's really bad and I need to get rid of the dead skin. But what I've been also using is the Clinique All About Lips treatment. It delines and deflakes, which is awesome. It's a cream consistency, so the pump, it comes in a pump form, and like honestly guys, when you pump it out, actually way too much product comes out. So it's kind of like the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, where you have to be like so careful pumping this out, because you don't want too much to come out. It is an expensive product and you don't want to go overboard. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying. Okay, so that's the consistency of it. It's like a cream formation, and what you do is you apply it all over your lips after you've exfoliated, and it really does smooth out your lips. I actually wore it today underneath this, and I have been absolutely loving it. I've been using this a lot for my Revlon matte bombs. This is great underneath the matte bomb because it keeps your lips from cracking and flaking and, you know, showing excessive lines, because the matte bombs really accentuate those flakes and all that. So if you can use a product like this, this would help out when you're using the Revlon matte bombs, because the matte bombs do accentuate flakiness and dry lips and all that kind of stuff. So a great investment, I would say. Price point, I don't remember. I think it was about $26. I know it sounds like a lot, but I think it's well worth it, especially if you're going to be using a brighter lip in the spring and summertime and you just want to show off a bolder lip. This is a great addition to your collection, and it will make your lip look absolutely flawless. Speaking of lips, I'm going to show you the products that I've been using. So I've been using my Revlon Matte Balm in the color Elusive. This is a basic pinky nude. Love it for every day. Absolutely adore it. It's something that I don't have to think about and just throw on, which is awesome. You guys have seen these before, and I'm going to be doing a full review on them, so stay tuned. The lip liner I've been using with my nudes this week is my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Liner in the color Native. And this is what it looks like here. It's pretty nude, but I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's very nude, which is what I like, because it blends in with your whatever color you're using on your lips. So you can even use this for brights as well. So I've been loving that. Very long wearing as well. They are a bit pricey, but they're worth it, I think. Okay, so for bright lips, I've been wearing a bright lip when I'm going out on the town, I'm going out with my boyfriend, out with my girlfriends. Once in a while, I'll rock a bold lip at work as well if I have to be in the mood for it. And for a lip liner, what I use is my MAC Magenta. So it's your MAC lip liner Magenta. I'm wearing it today. It's a basic magenta color. And I love the MAC lip pencils. They can be a bit drying, so be careful about that. It does help to wear a balm or the lip All About Lips from Clinique beforehand so that your lips don't get overly drying. So just kind of beware about that. But I do love the pencil. And then the last two lip products I've been using this week in the bright section is the Urban Decay Super Saturated High Gloss Lip Color. This is in the shade Crush. It is so bright. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is so bright. It is very high pigmented and glossy. What I find though is if your lips are dry again and they are flaky, this will accentuate your flakiness and dryness and cracks. So like I said, if you don't want that kind of look because it looks completely nasty, I would definitely go and really pick this up and invest in this because it does help. And lastly, I have been using my NYX Extreme Lip Creams. Unfortunately, I don't have the butter glosses that are available to me here in Canada, but I do have the Extreme Lip Creams here available to me. So I picked these up like way back when, like over a year ago, and I've been, you know, neglecting them because I have mostly all bright colors. So in the wintertime, I don't really gravitate toward them. But this one is in Dolly Girl. So I'm actually wearing it today, and it is a really bright pink shade. So it is it's a lipstick in a cream liquidy form, which is what I really love. So those are the lip colors I've been wearing this week. Mixture of nudes and brights, you know, gotta mix it up. Sometimes I'm in a nude mood, sometimes I'm in a bright mood. Okay, so moisturizer, facial moisturizer. I'm still dry skin, and I'm still dry skin because I've been using every single acne prone face product as much as I can. Tea tree oil, salicylic acid, all that kind of great stuff to prevent acne or make acne go away, because as you can tell, I have a hormonal acne issue around my chin area. So I've been really dry with my skin because I've been using a lot of those particular ingredients in my products to try and minimize them as much as possible. And so I need a really good moisturizer. I've been using the Clarins Hydra Quench Cream. This is really good. It's not greasy, but it's very hydrating, which is what I like. It's not too bad in consistency. I think it's like, it's not liquidy. I think I'm almost done this too. It's not coming out. What the heck? It's not liquidy, but it's not too thick. So it's still got enough, it's so moisturizing. When you apply it, it does come on a little bit cool, but that's what I love about it. And it's very moisturizing on the skin. So I've been really loving that for my face, and I love, I'm beginning to enjoy Clarins products. I had a whole bunch of samples of theirs that you will be seeing in my empties very soon, and I just really have been enjoying the Clarins products when it comes to moisturization. So really been enjoying my Hydra Quench face cream. This is actually a deluxe sample size. It's not full size, so I got this as a deluxe sample size. I don't even remember when. And last but not least, guys, the nail polishes I've been using this week. So earlier in the week, I was using Impeccable by Formula X. This was a nudie pinky shade. And then right now, what I've been using is the Sally Hansen Extreme Extreme Wear, and this is in the shade 405 Coral Reef. So that's what it looks like, 405 Coral Reef, and that's what the shade looks like on my nails. So that is it for my Saturday favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that was a lot. I always try to tend to include a lot of things just to kind of give you guys an idea or some options. If you know you don't want a certain brand or a higher end brand, you have an option of a drugstore brand. So just leave me comments in the down bar and let me know what you want to see in reviews out of this group of favorites. I know that I've gotten requests for doing my Sedona Lace brush set review, which I will be doing, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate you subscribing. Don't forget, like, comment, and share the video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone. Mwah.